Ever wish you had an insider's guide when you're about to make a big purchase? Well, we've got something even better. We've actually gotten our hands on a real sales training manual for appliance salespeople. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to turn it completely inside out and create the ultimate buyer's guide for you. Let's dive right in. So picture this. You walk into a store and you're just faced with this wall of shiny new machines. They all look great, but the choices, the features, the prices, it's just instantly overwhelming. If you've ever felt that wave of confusion, trust me, you are definitely not alone. And this right here perfectly illustrates the problem. On the left, you've got the crazy complex reality of what's actually inside the machine. On the right, you've got the sleek, simple product sitting on the showroom floor. That gap between the two, that's where all the confusion and bad decisions happen. But don't worry, we're about to fix that. Okay, so here's our map for this explainer. First, we'll navigate the shopping maze. Then, we'll figure out what you actually need before you even leave the house. After that, we are going to decode all that crazy marketing jargon, learn how to master the final decision in the store, and then wrap it all up with a simple checklist you can take with you. So, what's our secret weapon? Well, it's a sales document called the 6 Selling Steps. It's literally the playbook designed to guide a salesperson through a sale, from the moment you walk in to closing the deal. We're just going to flip the script so you can use their own process to stay in complete control. All right, this is probably the most important part of their playbook. They call it Step 2, Qualify. This is the part where a salesperson asks you all these targeted questions to figure out what to sell you. We're going to do their job for them, but we're going to do it at home, so you walk into that store already an expert on what you need. For example, let's say you're buying an AC. The very first question a salesperson is trained to ask is about your room size. Now, this isn't just small talk. This question directly determines the single most crucial feature of that machine. And boom, here's the answer, straight out of their playbook. See how simple this is? Before you even think about brands or fancy features, you can figure out the exact tonnage you need. 1 ton for a small room, 1.5 for a medium one, and 2 for a large one. Just like that, you've answered the biggest question all by yourself. Okay, let's try another one, a washing machine. The key questions here are all about your family size and your laundry habits. I mean, are you washing for 2 people every other day? Or are you doing laundry for a family of 5 once a week? It makes a huge difference. And again, the sales guide gives us the exact answer. If you're a smaller family doing these huge weekly loads, you're going to need a bigger capacity machine, like 8 kilograms or more. But if you're a larger family that washes more often, you might get by with a similar size. By answering this from your couch, you've just narrowed your search from dozens of machines down to just a handful. Okay, you know your size and you know your capacity needs. Awesome. But now you're facing that wall of feature stickers and all that marketing jargon. Don't worry. We can group almost every single one of those fancy named features into one of 4 simple core benefits. The first core benefit is efficiency. This is a huge one for manufacturers. Any feature you see in this category is designed to do one thing and one thing only: save you money on your electricity bill by using less power to get the job done. So, when you see terms like inverter compressor on an AC or eco-bubble on a washing machine, just think efficiency. An inverter motor runs at different speeds instead of just full blast on or off, which saves a ton of power. Convertible tech lets you run an AC at a lower capacity. They're all just different ways to get to the same goal: lower energy bills. The second benefit is all about convenience and control. These are the smart features, the ones that connect your appliance to your phone, your voice, and the internet. So whether it's called ThinkU, SmartThings, or Mirai, it's basically just an app that lets you control the machine from anywhere. When you see AI mode or EcoNavi, it just means the machine is using sensors to adjust itself automatically. So if you're someone who loves automation and remote control, this is the category you really want to pay attention to. Our third core benefit is health and cleanliness. These features are all designed to create a more hygienic home, whether that means killing germs on your clothes, purifying the air, or even just keeping the machine itself clean. So power steam on a washer? It uses steam to sanitize your clothes. Antivirus technology and an AC filter, it's designed to zap airborne germs. Ice wash or auto coil dry are features that clean the machine's own guts to prevent mold. It all boils down to a cleaner, healthier home for you. And our final category is durability. These features are all about one thing: making the appliance last as long as possible and protecting it from things like rust, corrosion, and even pests. And check this out. Look at all these different names for basically the same thing. Whether it's Bluefin, Nano Blue Protect, or Ocean Transparent Coating, these are all just special coatings put on the metal parts to stop rust, which is super important if you live somewhere humid. Just think of them as an investment in the machine's lifespan. Okay, now let's see how this all comes together for that final step, making the decision when you're in the store. You've done your homework, you know your needs, you understand the features. Now it's time to handle the final moments of the sale, when the pressure's on. This is the exact phrase, word for word, from the sales manual. Shall we proceed for billing? When you hear this, that's your cue to just pause. The salesperson is trying to close the deal, but you're the one in control now, and you need to think about the total value, not just the sticker price. Their manual has a whole section on handling price objections, so let's use it to our advantage. Before you agree to any price, you're going to start asking about the true value. What's the full warranty on the motor? What about the other parts? What does the after-sales support actually include? Is professional installation part of the deal? A slightly more expensive machine with a 10-year warranty and great service is almost always a smarter buy than the cheapest one on the floor. So we've basically taken their entire sales process and turned it into your personal power-up. Let's summarize everything into a really simple, actionable checklist that you can use for any appliance you buy. And here it is, just 4 steps. First, self-qualify at home. Second, decode all that jargon into those 4 benefits. Third, compare the true value, not just the price. And finally, and this is the big one, remember that you are the one who decides when it's time to proceed. You ask the final question. Now that you have the playbook, it kind of puts everything in a new light, doesn't it? Think about your next big purchase. What's the one thing you really care about? Is it the efficiency that's going to save you money in the long run? The sheer convenience of smart features? Or maybe it's just the peace of mind that comes with durability? Knowing the answer to that, well, that's the key to being a truly smart buyer.